To start with what you have. That may be absolutely nothing. You may have nobody that can play music. You may have no idea where to go. The best thing I would say is to start asking. Just ask people in the community, especially ask your young people. What do they love? What do they enjoy? And I think music can be a part of youth group without being worship music. So one of the best Bible studies I had, which I tried to avoid calling it a Bible study because all the kids in my youth group hated school. So the word study was not exactly the most exciting thing to call it. But I asked for suggestions for great musical artists that they loved, mainly as a way of getting to know them and who they are and what they love. And I got turned on to this band that soon hit big called Vampire Weekend. And they're now, #1 on the charts. Their album's selling like gangbusters. And the lead singer is Jewish. And he wrote this song called Yah-Hey. That's a play on Yahweh, the name for God, or the supposed name for God in the Old Testament. And we ended up having this really deep theological conversation about this song. But it started from this place of what the young people loved. From there, I learned what their style of music was, what they liked, what they got into, how they felt they could express their emotions through music. And all of that led me to figure out what songs from a larger tapestry of worship and music I could introduce that they would resonate with. I also think it's important to be both honest and hospitable when you're doing worship and singing with young people. So honest in what you love and what you like to do, honest in when you don't feel like worshiping, honest when you hate the song, being authentic, and then hospitable. I think it's really important when you start, especially if people aren't used to singing together or aren't used to having times of silence or hearing scripture read or whatever you do during your worship times, to start with small chunks, small choruses that people can learn, something that's easy to buy into, and repeat those things over and over. Martin Tell, one of my sort of mentors in musical ministry, talks about the heart songs of a community, the songs that they could sing over and over and over again because it means something and it's attached to a memory. I think finding those kind of heart songs for a community is what gets people into worship, into singing together. There's a song called Beautiful Things by a group called Gungor that I started using a few years ago with my youth group. And it's caught on in such a way that the first strains of the guitar lick, people will quiet down and focus. And then everyone can sing it without the words on a screen because it's become a heart song. So finding those things that resonate and connect immediately is really important too.